Hi, Ed. I'm Ron Carroll with the Montreal Newspaper Guild. We represent the employees at the Gazette. I was at your public policy forum here in Montreal a few months back. It's interesting to see the discussion on various local media on our very own survival. One of the questions I want to ask you is, considering the Postmedia's poor finances and the expectation of an impending bankruptcy and the way they've driven the value down of their properties and discussing local ownership, do you think it would be possible for like the local unions and the employees themselves to be able to buy, their own local distressed property if Postmedia goes down the tubes?
Yes, I think it'd be possible for if there was a willing seller and a willing buyer. I think it would be, it would be possible. There's not a lot of models like that work, but there are some. Somebody was referring earlier to Czech TV model in Victoria. I'm quite familiar with that operation, and when the employees took it over, I think they were very fortunate that they had that one of the employees had a lot of management and business experience, which he's put to to great use with the team, but also having a team that feels fully invested in good outcomes. I think you have a model in Montreal and Le Devoir, which is a alternate kind of ownership model, different from most, and so certainly it's possible. It doesn't mean that that the new model of ownership is going to be smarter at fixing the big questions that hang over the industry, whether you have a lot of debt or owned by a hedge fund or not. So Postmedia has particularly exacerbated problems, mostly due to its debt levels. After that, you could decide if it does or doesn't, but clearly its debt levels put it in a different place, and getting rid of those one way or another would be good. But I don't think that there's any genius that resides in one kind of ownership model over another ownership model.